Hi there class, this little video tutorial is designed to teach you how to navigate the Google Sites websites that we are using to record our logs for our Leadership Achievement Standard, which is Achievement Standard 2.6. You will be emailed via your Gmail address a direct link to this website, and there will also be a link to it on our Class Ultranet page as well. When you click on it, this is the page that you will see initially. So up over on the left navigation bar, we've got some general information here, which we'll go through in just a second, and then you can see that each of you has got pages with some sub-pages underneath with your name on it. Okay. So what I'd like to look at first is how to edit your pages, and to do this I'm going to go into Ashley's pages and have a look at that. Now Ashley is the only one that has editing rights on her pages other than myself, but initially you will be able to view each other's pages and the feedback and the comments that I make on each other's pages for the first couple of sessions. And then I will close that viewing privilege off, so you will only be able to view your own logs. And that's just one of the ways we make sure that your logs are your own work and we can authenticate your logs as part of your own learning. So if I just go and click up on Ashley's page. So here we have the front page, Ashley's front page, and on this one here I've already cut and pasted the key reflection questions for your task 1, and this is the logs that we fill out after our initial session with the kids from St. Pat's, where we've had an opportunity to get to know our group and we start to think about the group and how this particular group of people work together, and then the strategies that we will need to help them work effectively or to function effectively as a team. So you can just have a look through here and see what the questions are. Now there's many different ways that you can add to this page. What you need to do is come up here to the edit icon and you click on that. Just give it a minute to load. Okay, and then from here I can start to change it. So for example, I could come in here and choose to use a different color font. So I'm going to choose to use red for today, and I can say something like so you can see I've just written a little blurb there in red. Our first session with St. Pat's allowed us to meet our students, learn their names, get to know how they work together. Most of the activities we have selected required the team to work with each other to meet the challenge or task. And then a little bit about the group. There were 9 children in our group, 5 boys and 3 girls. For the first 3 activities they worked really well together, but on the 4th activity one of the boys refused to take part. In the end I challenged him to a race and let him win, which got him involved again. These are the sorts of things that you can discuss. As you move down, there are a whole lot of questions that will guide your thinking. You could answer them bit by bit or do a summary at the end where you can sort of talk to all of those questions. You might have other things particularly that happen in your group, certain behaviours or students that stood out that you want to comment on as well. Hopefully you had discussed with your group about what was required to work in a group, and that's the next section down here. So you can write in the sorts of things that they talked about or the sort of answers that they had, and then finally you need to select the 3 leadership strategies that you are going to use or focus on in your logs, and the ones that you think will be best for letting your team function effectively together. Once you've written all that in and added any photos, that sort of thing, it's really important that you remember to click save. It does actually save a draft, but it's a good habit to get into, so we'll just click that now. We've also got the option up on the edit menu to insert different things, so insert images, hyperlinks, that sort of thing. The 2 we'll be most interested in will be inserting the image. So you might have a photograph that you've taken during your session that you would like to upload. And also down here you can upload a YouTube video, and I'll be talking about that in just a little while. So those are probably the two things that you'll use most there. Just have a look at these other pages that I've popped over here on the left hand side menu. So if we have a look at improving our leadership skills, we've got our 4 strategies here, and eventually I'll put a link to the little YouTube videos that we've watched on one of those. I haven't quite done that yet. We are coming over here, this link here, this YouTube link. If you click on that, that takes you to a playlist of St. Pat's videos. So any videos that I take, I will upload onto this link, and then you can upload those videos directly onto your page. You might want to, and YouTube has an option now where you can clip and just take out the part that you want or the part that's relevant, so you can figure out how to do that. The terminology and guidance here comes directly from the Achievement Standard, so you also have this in your Achievement Standard document, but it's just here for quick referral. So you've got things here, the leadership strategies can include, but also the effective functioning of a group, covers those things there that we've talked about in depth already. In terms of the assessment, this is the criteria for achieved, achieve with merit, and achieve with excellence, and I'll also upload the Achievement Standard onto this page so that you can access it from here. Just some information on completing logs. The trigger questions will be on each page, but your log should be completed as soon after the session as possible while things are fresh in your head. The due date for logs is 2 days after the session takes place. Try to include as much evidence as possible to back up your explanations in your logs. The evidence can include videos, pics, feedback from your partner, feedback from the teacher, either myself or the teachers from St. Pat's, and also feedback from the group members, and you can always ask them if you can film that. You need to include your own reflections as well. And then finally, I just got a little example here from a student a couple of years ago, and she achieved excellence overall. But just for you to have a look at, so she's put a picture there, but some information there, the way that she's answered those. These first questions are quite brief, the answers are quite brief, but as she goes on in response to feedback, her answers in the log become far more in-depth and far more what we would expect for an excellence candidate. So you are welcome to go and have a look at those, and just give you an idea of what we're expecting. There's also some little videos there. I don't think that those links will work because I have removed those videos from YouTube just to protect the privacy of the students there. So I think that just about covers or a brief outline of how to use Google Sites for these online logs. We will be having an opportunity in class on Tuesday to spend some time looking at how to use these and to actually practice it and go through a little driver's license for using Google Sites, but also the opportunity for you to ask any questions. Thanks very much.